All right, listen. Today, first of all, if you haven't been here, or if you were here and you kind of confused, not that you should be, it's not that hard, but I've been posting the videos just right on the homepage of getting the images, how to get them prepped for the project. Here is the deal. First, before we get into this, next week, I think I already talked to this class. It's a full week. It's not like in the past. There's not block scheduling for the exams. All right. You have to be here. Even if you're done with the project, you still have to be here. So hopefully next couple of days, I'm going to show you, we're going to get a couple things set up today, start looking at how you do this tomorrow, and then you'll have the rest of the week and next week to work on this, get it finished, and we should be good to go. All right. So just keep that in mind that next week's a regular school week. Certain days are designated for your exam. So here's what we're going to do today. You should have your images. You were to turn them in just so I could see that you have a couple ready to go for this project in case one of them doesn't work. Today I'm going to show you how to create brushes out of your text. So that way we don't have to sit here and type everything. You're going to have to type a few things. You can even go online and copy bodies of text. All right. And then you can turn them into brushes, and we're going to use the brushes to actually create this, okay? Here's the deal. Whoever you are doing, your text should kind of be something about that person. So, for example, if you're doing an athlete, maybe you find statistics. You got the names of teams he or she played for, all right? Things like that. If it's an actor or an actress, maybe you have titles of movies they were in. Maybe you have certain quotes from certain movies, all right? If it is a rapper or a musician, obviously, probably the easiest to get a lot of text because you can do lyrics to their songs or titles of their albums, all right? But the words should kind of go along with the person or thing that you're doing, okay? Now, you can repeat words, absolutely. People in the past, some people have chose to just do 4 or 5 of the same words. Other people have a ton of different words, all right? And again, I have some examples that people didn't claim because we got sent home at the end of last year that I will show you as we go on with this. So I'm just going to show you how to create brushes. It's very easy. It's like a 2-step process, okay? But before I do that, go ahead and go online. That I would like you to go to this site, D as in dog, AFONT.com. You should go to this. It should come up like this. All right. Here's the deal. If you haven't used this, and I want to be able to check that all of us are able to download things. Mr. Pilato, I think, has this all fixed up now to where you guys can download stuff. You used to have to go over there and he types in a password, but I think we have it figured out here. So this will be a good test run. So up top here, you have a whole bunch of different themes, okay? You can choose any one of these. I'll just choose, I'll choose old school for right now. So if I hit it, it is going to go, maybe, there it is. And it's going to give me a whole bunch of different styles of font, okay? Now, here's the cool part. Go ahead and just choose a theme up top here. I don't care which one you choose. And then you should see right here, you should see a little window that says preview, yes? Should be right here, all right? If you click on that, and we'll just type the word lake for right now, and hit enter, you can actually type the word that you're going to want to use, and you can actually see what it looks like with that font style, all right? So right here, if you didn't see that, where it says preview, you can type what word you want, and it'll show you what it looks like in that font style. So, and I mean, there's millions of them. I can scroll down. Look, for old school, this is page 1 of 12, it looks like. If I go to page 10, all right, it's going to give me more. So this is a kind of cool site to use for this project and depending on what we do in the future, all right? Now, you do not have to use these. If you just want to use font styles that you already have in Photoshop, you can. I'm just showing you that these are also an option. Here's the big thing. Right here in the red bar above each font style, that's the name of your text of this font, all right? You may, depending on how many you download, either write it down on a little post-it note or just if you can remember it. That's how you'll have to find it in Photoshop by the name of it. So if I do this one, Retro Thunders, right here, this guy, okay? Go ahead and just choose one and hit the download button. Over on the right-hand side, there's a gray download button. Hit it. And what should happen is down here, bottom left-hand corner of your screen, did a little file pop up? Yes? All right, double-click it. And a window like this should show up. Now, this one is kind of unique. Yours may have more than one file in it. You're looking for a thing that says True Type Font File. Mine only has one. Some of these will have like 5 or 6. It'll say True Font Type, bold, italic, normal. All right. I only have one on this one. Double click on that file. And a little preview should pop up. Okay, just showing you what it'll look like. Hit install. Left, top left, hit install. Little window should show up, and then it goes away. Once that happens, you can close out of it. And then you can close out of this. And go to Photoshop. All right. Choose your text tool. Choose your text tool. And up in the options bar up here, make sure it's black. Okay. Here is the deal, people. When you're making brushes out of text, please listen to this. When you're making brushes out of text, when you type your word, just make sure it's always in black. All right. If not, if let's say you're using blue or red or something, and then you make it a brush, and then you go to use it as a brush, it looks really, really bad. Make sure you're using black when you're typing your words to make a brush. All right. So choose your text tool, and make sure you have black up here. Okay. And then I'm going to go over here. Right now it's on Arial, and I'm going to scroll down. What was it called? Retro Thunders. So hopefully you remember the name of it. Oh, whoopsie. There it is right there. So try to find it. Go into your document here. Just click once. And just type a word. I'll just type design. And I'm going to make sure it's a little bit bigger here. So it works. Okay. Very easy. Now, here's the deal. We're going to make this word a brush. All right. Please listen to this. So one, you definitely always use black. Okay. Next big thing. Each time you make a brush, you have to delete the previous text. Okay. If not, whatever's on this document, and I go to make it a brush, it's going to make that whole document a brush. So if I have the word design and I have my name and I have lake, all right, all on this page, and I go to make a brush, that brush is going to have design, my name, and lake on it. Okay. If you only want one specific word, you make the brush and then you delete this word to make another one. So if you have something typed, hit the move tool. So I have the word design typed. Hit the move tool. Go up to the word edit. Go down to define brush preset. Click it. You should get a window like this. If you want to name it, you can. You don't have to because you can obviously see the word design there. Hit OK. All right. Now, hit delete. Okay. Choose your paintbrush, although it probably already set it to the brush itself. Okay. There's my paintbrush up top here. In the options bar, you have this little arrow where you can choose your brushes. If I go down, there it is. I can see it. It says design. All right. If I choose it, watch. It's an actual brush. If I click once, it'll paint it just once. If I click and drag, that looks stupid. because it's going to actually paint like an actual paintbrush. Okay. So this is how we're going to do this project. We're not going to have to type every word. Did it work? Yes, no. Okay. Here's the deal. Just hit Control Z. Hold down Control and just keep hitting the letter Z so you step backwards to get rid of all that stuff. We should have put it on a new layer, but I just tested it. Okay. Get the text tool. Choose a different font style. Type another word. Get the move tool. Go up to Edit. Define brush preset. And hit OK. Now you got to hit Delete. All right. Now we're not going to paint every single time because then you got to do Control Z. But look, as soon as I hit Edit Define Brush Preset, it automatically goes to my paintbrush. I can see it worked. Okay, look, there's my brush. I'm not going to paint though. Okay. Just remember, every time you make a new brush, when you type a word, make sure it's a blank screen or whatever's on that screen. When you go to Edit Define Brush Preset, it's going to make that whole screen a brush. All right. Here's the other thing you could do. Please watch up here. Watch this. Let's say I'm doing LeBron, okay? Not only can you type text and make a brush out of it, but I could come down here. Let's say I want to highlight that part, copy it, okay? Control C. I come back to Photoshop. Let's say I click and drag the text tool and make there we go. I make a text box. We'll change it to 24. If I paste that, Control V, so there's this text that we just copied off of a website, right? I hit Edit, Define Brush Preset, hit OK, and now I hit Delete there. I can make a whole body of text into a brush, okay? And if I want to use for this project instead of just one word, okay? So you can make a couple words. You can make just one word a brush. You can do a whole body of text and make it a brush, okay? So you can see once you make these brushes, that's how we're going to actually make this project. We're going to make brushes of text and use those to paint and turn your person into a type portrait. That makes sense? So here's what I'd like you to do today. One, if you haven't got your images prepped, do that. Two, start making some brushes, okay? You don't have to download fonts. You can use the fonts that are already in Photoshop up here. There's no set number of brushes to make, but just have some already made with certain words that go with your person. That way, when you start this, they're already there, all right? And then you can always go and make more brushes, but make a few today, download some font styles. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you how to actually start doing this, all right? And it'll probably take you a day or two to figure out a game plan how you're going to want to do yours, okay? We good? Perfect.